I am Dr. W. Gunade from Kamala Nehru Mahavidyalaya, Nagpur. Today we are going to discuss the coordination compound chapter number 9, and in this already we have discussed the different aspect about the different terms of coordination compound, different between double salt and coordination compound, and different theories. And today we are going to discuss the that is, we know that already we have seen what is isomer and types of isomer, and stereoisomer already we have discussed, and today we are discussing the structural isomers. There are 4 structural isomers and their examples, and after that also we are going to discuss the stability of the coordination compound or complexes, and what are the factors which are affecting the stability of the complex. All this part we are discussing in today's presentation. So today's topic is the coordination compound chapter number 9, and today's part is the 4, and here we are discussing now what are the parts that we are going to discuss are given here in this slide. That structure isomer, and after that linkage isomer. Structure isomers are 4 types: linkage, ionization, coordination or solvate or hydrate isomers, stability of coordination compounds, and factor which govern the stability of complex. And in these 2 factors we are discussing. One is the charge to size ratio of metal ion, and second, nature of ligand. So these are the topics which have been covered in today's presentation. So first part is the isomers. Already we know what is isomer: compound which have same formula, which have same molecular formula but have different structures or different arrangement of atoms or group. Such different types of structures of the molecules are called isomers, and there are 2 types of isomer that we have seen. One is a stereoisomer and second is structural isomer. Stereoisomers having 2 parts, geometrical and optical isomers. In case of structural isomers, different types are also there. So first of all we should know what is meant by the structural isomer. So we can say that these are the isomers which have different arrangement of ligand around the central metal atom. The various types of structural isomers are here given, and these isomers are linkage isomer, ionization, coordination, solvate isomer. So these are the 4 structural isomers that we are going to see. So first one is linkage isomer. This is not 5, 1. So linkage isomer. So what do you mean by linkage isomer now? These isomers formed, or we can say that this type of linkage isomer, that is linkage isomer, obtained from the 2 possible ways of attachment of the ligand to the central metal atom. As we know, ligand attached to central metal ion. In case of linkage, ligands have 2 different donor atoms, and therefore this ligand attached to one or through other donor atom to the metal ion. For example, NO2 group can bind to the metal either by through nitrogen or through oxygen. So here is shown example that it can 2 types of bondings are there. If you take the example of nitro complexes, cobalt nitrogen and cobalt oxygen. So here metal bind with nitrogen, here cobalt metal bind with the oxygen bonds. And example also is shown here, that NO2, this is NO2 and this is ONO. So the bond NO2 is the ligand where it can bind to the metal through nitrogen or through oxygen, and therefore we can say that nitro group, in first complex there is a NO2 nitro group, and there is a bonding through the oxygen atom, and in the second case there is a nitrito group. ONO is known as nitrito. ONO is known as nitrito. So bonding is through oxygen, and therefore 2 examples have been shown here, and that in first case complex, the bonding is through nitrogen, In this example, this is pentamine cobalt nitro, or this is the nitro pentamine cobalt complex. So here metal bind with the nitrogen, in this case metal bind with the oxygen. So two types of bonds are there in case of linkage isomer. So link is different. So ligand have two, oxygen and nitrogen, and through nitrogen or through oxygen. So this link is different, and therefore see formula is same but have the different structures. It is due to the linkage of ligand, therefore it is known as linkage isomer. It is also observed that unidentate ligand which can bind to the central atom through the two possible donor atoms are also called ambidentate ligands. Some examples are also shown here, and in next slide here one example is shown here, that is how it is binding with this. So here in this linkage isomer, here this is nitrito group ONO, and through nitrogen it bind with the metal. And so these are the two more examples shown here: pentaamino nitro cobalt 3 chloride. Here pentaamine nitrito ONO means nitrito cobalt 3 chloride. So these two complex, here metal bind with the nitrogen, here metal bind with the oxygen. And some unidentate ligands are also there which bind to the central metal ion through the two possible ambidentate ligands. Some examples are given here: HVNO nitro NO2, nitrito ONO, through oxygen bonding through nitrogen. These are also known as ambidentate ligands. Here cyano isocyano, see, through carbon through nitrogen, cyano isocyano. Here thiocyanato CNS and isothiocyanato NCS. Some examples, more examples are given here. This is one, these two examples, and these two isomers. All these examples of linkage isomers. So this is one we have seen, and this is second, and these are the more examples of linkage isomers. So linkage group are different depending upon the linkage of ligand. The isomers are called linkage isomers. So here, and now second is the ionization isomer. Now what is ionization isomers? In this isomer, in this exchange of ligand between coordination and ionization pair take place. So ionization isomer, again the formula is same but ions are different. Upon ionizations they give different ions. Now see, this complex and this complex are similar. See, sulfate is there, sulfate, Br, ammonia, ammonia, number of ammonia same, cobalt, cobalt. Formula is same but ions are different, and there is an exchange of ligand between coordination and ionization sphere. In this case sulfate is inside the coordination sphere, and in second sulfate is outside the coordination sphere. Here bromine is outside, here bromine is inside. So depending upon the there is an exchange of ligand between coordination and ionization sphere. This is the coordination sphere, square bracket, inside the square bracket which is called coordination sphere. Outside this bracket is called ionization sphere. So this is the one example, and also we can say that in case of what is meant by the ionization isomers. So here it is shown one example, and also we can say that compound which have same composition but give different ion in the solution are called ionization isomer. In this type of isomerism, there is an interchange of group between the coordination sphere of the metal ion and the ion outside this sphere. Therefore, two compounds have same formula but differ with the respect to the ionic groups. For example, we can say that that example is given here is the violet color of pentamine bromo cobalt 3 sulfate, first complex here, and another is an ionization isomer of red color pentamine sulfato cobalt 3 bromide. So these are the two complex, 1 and 2 are given, both are the isomers which are known as ionization isomers, and some more examples are also given here in case of ionization isomers. So here some more examples are given. So we have seen that this is the complex which is violet color, this is the complex which is a red color. And violet compound is a aqueous solution, give precipitate with barium, give the barium chloride and not with the silver nitrate solution. Whereas red compound give the precipitate with the silver nitrate solution and not with the barium chloride solution, because this is a test for this sulfate and bromide. So it is give depending upon that, and some more other examples are also given here. And ionization isomers, these are the, so Cl inside, Cl outside. So here another examples, this is another example, nitrate and sulfate inside and outside the coordination sphere. So these are the some examples of ionization isomers. Third number is coordination isomer. And now what is coordination isomer? In this case there is an interchange of ligand between cationic and anionic sphere of different metal ion. Some examples are shown here. This is cobalt here. This is cobalt is a amine. This is cationic and this is anionic. Now here, and this is cationic, anionic. As we know, complex start with the positive ion. So this is cationic, cationic, and then ionic. So here, in what is there? Interchange of ligand takes place. So cobalt having ammonia, but now here cobalt having cyan. So there is an interchange of ligands. So such type of ligand. So in case of first isomer, so we can say that cobalt is a link with the amine ligand and chromium link with the cyanide ligand. But in the second case, isomer up to in the ligand coordinating to metal are interchange. And so we can say that in case of coordination isomers, this type of isomerism is shown by a compound in which both cation as well as anions are complexes. Therefore, the isomer differ as a result of different groups are coordinated about a particular coordination center. It is shown by the compound in which cation as well as anions are complexes are present. So examples is given here, and some more examples are given here about the coordination isomer. And here in the next slide, these are the examples of coordination isomers. Some more examples have been shown here about this isomer. So this is one example, and some other examples are also given. So there is a both, one is a cationic and anionic, and ligands have been changed. So again see here, this is one more example. Here also see this is ammonia ligand, this is oxalate, this is cyano. So different ligands are interchanged, and we get the coordination isomers. So this is the type third. And number fourth, solvate are also known as hydrate isomer, and these are the isomer also similar to the ionization isomer. And this is arises because of the capability of water molecule to appear in number of ways inside and outside the coordination sphere, and forms the number of hydrate isomers. One example of hydrate isomer what is here in this case, hydrate isomer. Hydrate means water. Water is a solvent. These are similar to the ionization isomer, and look at the complex. So here see, this is structure 1, structure 2, and in this case chromium H2O6 Cl3, coordination number 6. Here H2O5 and Cl is one side here, and Cl2. So water is 5 and water is 6, but inside 6 waters and outside 1. So in this way, but complex number of complexes are same. So total number of waters are here 6, here 5 and 1 6, Cl3, but structures are different. See, so such type of isomers are called hydrate isomer. We can say that this type of isomerism arises because of the capability of water molecule to appear in a variety of ways inside and outside the coordination sphere to give a number of hydrate isomer. For example, there are 3 hydrate isomer of the formula chromium trichloride, 6 water as shown. So here it is also shown 1 and 2 examples, 1 and 2, and 3 isomers are also possible for this case. So 3 isomers are shown here, that here Cl H2O6 3 Cl3 5 Cl Cl2 H2O already we have seen, and this is another complex, that is H2O4 Cl2 Cl2 H2O. So name is also given. This complex is a violet color. As we know, complexes are generally colored because they contains degree transition or the number of unpaired electrons, and therefore this is violet color, this is blue color, blue green color, and this is green color. So different colors are there, and some more examples if you want. Here are given the list of the other examples of hydrate isomerism where they show the changes in the solvents, that is the solvent isomers. So see here the three difference of one example, and other examples are also given here. And so there are four structural isomers where the chemical formula is same, but the molecular formula is same, but the structures are different. So there is arrangements are different. So such type of different arrangement of the same molecular formula molecules or compound are known as the structural isomers, and there are four that we have seen. What is the linkage, ionization, coordination, and solvate isomers, and some more examples also already we have seen. And now when the complex is formed, we should have to know the stability of this coordination compound or complexes. And the stability of the complex can be explained and all known. The stability of the coordination compound can be decided or can be known on the basis of stability constant of the complex. The stability is nothing but the metal ligand interactions, and in case of this we can say that in this case, in case of stability, most of the complexes are highly stable. The interaction between metal ion and the ligand may be regarded as Lewis acid-base reaction. If the interaction is strong, the complex formed would be thermodynamically more stable. Consider general example of formation of complex, now shown here also in next slide here. Consider the equilibrium or the formation of complex, that is metal ion react with the n number of ligand forming this complex. So Mn plus. So where these are the this is the general reaction of formation of complex. Consider this, and for this equilibrium reaction we can write K, stability constant or the equilibrium constant, equals to product, concentration of product upon concentration of reactant. So this is product and constant of metal and concentration of ligand, and this N goes to the power. So stability of the complex can be explained in terms of K. K is the stability constant, and 1 by K is known as instability constant. So K is the stability constant. If you know the concentration of complex and these two species reactant, then stability constant can be determined. Stability of the complex can be explained in terms of K. That is, higher the value of K, larger is the stability of the complex, thermodynamic stability of the complex. So depending upon the value of K, greater the value of K, larger the stability of the complex. Smaller the value, lesser is the stability of the complex. Some examples are given here. For the complex formation with the value of K is given in this example. So silver combined with the Cn ligand and forming this type of dicyanoargentate here, and this is K equals to 5.5, value is given. Copper also combined with this forming tetracyano copper complex is given here. Here hexamine cobalt complex is formed. So these are the metal ions, these are positively charged metal ion, these are the ligands, and forming different complexes. Their K value are given here, it is shown. And now in this case, if you compare these two, this is greater as compared to this copper. So cobalt forms stronger complex as compared to copper, because K value is 5, here K value is 2. And also now see here from the above data, cobalt amine complex is more stable than what is the both these case, because here 5.5 into 10 to the power 18, here 2 into 10 to the power 27, here 33. So this value is greater, and therefore this complex is more stable as compared to other two complexes. So it is more stable as compared to other complexes. So in this way stability of the complex can be decided. So these are the examples shown here about the stability of the complex, and also experimentally it is also observed that the complex stability, experimentally also stability constant can be determined, and so stability constant can also be determined experimentally, and also some methods are there, and the name of the methods I am giving only the methods are there to determine the stability constant of the complexes. One is a that is the Jobs method of continuous variation. It is spectroscopic method, and second is the mole ratio method, and third is the Irving-Rossetti method. All these methods are used to determine the stability constant, but it is in a BSc or MSc level. So now here this is given only here what is stability of the coordination compound and which so it depends upon the value of K. And in next, that is what are the factors which are affecting the stability of the complex. So some factors are there which are also affecting the stability of the complex, and different factors are there. Number one is the shown here, that is the stability of the complex depends upon the charge to a size ratio of metal ion, and second is nature of ligand, and in addition to that also some factors are also there, and that factors are formation of chilletering also there, and size of chilletering, number of chilletering or chillet effect, environmental factors are also there, and but out of all these factors, these two are the very important. That is, number one is charge to size ratio of metal ion, and second is nature of ligand. So first is the charge to size ratio of metal ion. This affect the value of the stability constant. So these two factors, remember that these two factors. And here charge to size ratio of metal ion, higher the ratio, greater is the stability. So depend upon the stability, depend upon the ratio. Higher the ratio, greater the stability. In case of divalent metal ion, the ratio is given, and this order is called Irving-Williams order. In this case, Cu form more stable complex than cadmium. So for this case, I can say that in this case, greater the charge density on the metal ion, the greater is the stability of the complex. In other words, we can say that the greater the charge and smaller the size of the ion, or we can say that larger the charge radius ratio of ion, the greater is the stability of the complex. For example, Fe3 plus ion carries higher charge than Fe2 plus ion, but their size is about the same. Hence, charge density is higher on Fe3 plus than Fe2 plus ion. Therefore, the complex of Fe3 plus ion are therefore more stable. This is also can be illustrated experimentally. The order of stability of the complex of the some ion shown here of divalent metal ions, that is Cu2 plus, Ni2 plus, cobalt 2 plus is shown here. This order is shown. Cu2 plus have greater stability than nickel 2 plus, and in this case all these ions carry the same charge. See, 2 plus charge is there, they have same charge, but the size increases as one move from copper to manganese or cadmium. Therefore, complexes of Cu2 plus are more stable, while those of Mn2 plus are less stable. If we go from copper to cadmium, size of this size increases as we move from copper to the cadmium. The stability of the complex also depends upon the electronegativity of the central atom ion. Higher the electronegativity of the central ion, greater is the stability of the complex. This is because bonding between central ion and the ligand is due to the donation of electron pair by the ligand. Therefore, strongly attracting central ion will give stable complex. So this is the reason that stability of the complex get affected. And last point is the nature of ligand. Second factor which is important, and here we can explain the stability of complex. And in case of stability of the complex, second, in case of nature of ligand, this also affect the stability of the complex. And the more basic ligand, that is, greater is the Eg with which it can donate its lone pair of electron, and therefore greater is the stability of the complex formed. For example, Cn minus and F minus ions and ammonia molecule, which are strong bases, are also good ligand and form many stable complexes. So we can say that anionic ligand, in case of anionic ligand, the higher the charge and the smaller the size, the more stable is the complex formed. For example, F minus ion is more stable as compared to the Cl minus or Pl minus ion. So here is shown F minus ion are more stable than involving Cl minus ion. So here this nature of ligand also affects. So in short we can say that anionic ligand, in case of this, higher the charge and smaller the size, they form more stable complexes. And example is given, F minus ion form more stable as compared to the Cl minus and Br minus ion. So nature of ligand, we can say that the ligand which is more basic forms complex, and therefore because they have greater tendency to donate lone pair of electron, and therefore they have the greater stability of the complex. So these two factors, one is the nature of metal ion and the nature of ligands, both these factors are important. So here we have discussed different structural isomers and different factors and what you mean by the stability of the complex. So stability of the complex depends upon the two factor, nature of metal, nature of ligand, and four structural isomers we have discussed in today's presentation. So all these are the part, and now we have discussed in today's presentation about the coordination compound, and in the next in next part we are discussing the different aspect, that is the valence bond theory, which is very important theory for the coordination compound.